And then they sing songs of how they've brought together a brigade of countries, and perhaps those countries and those representatives have good intentions when they express that will, but they're also being led astray, just trying to paint a picture that they're taking some efforts. And there is a direct route if they want to claim they're prisoners of war, and all the channels have been institutionalized and they're working. They just have no desire whatsoever to do it. And why they don't want to do it, we could speak about it if you have such questions, but perhaps you understand it all too well on your own. Meanwhile, they manically try to use mercenaries, extremists, those who Russian investigative committees have enough evidence against on the committal of grave crimes, violent actions, violent sexual harassment, the causes that West claims to care so much about. But they see nothing wrong with that. And we also heard public claims, and during all the proceedings in Montreal, this has also been voiced, that supposedly Russia doesn't want to include the Marine Corps into the list. This is not true, because we're ready to publish the list. 29 people. Those are Ukrainian Marine Corps who have been brought back by the Russian side during the exchange processes. So why is this information being hidden by the Kiev regime? That's a good question. We will provide you with the list. We will publish it. But the thing is that Russia stated repeatedly, and we've proposed for the exchange, a far greater number of the same Ukrainian Marine Corps servicemen, 36 separate brigade who've surrendered to the captivity in 2022, and I believe that the relatives of those servicemen in Ukraine, and I believe they have no idea that those are held captive in Russian territory, that the Russian side proposed them for exchange, and Bankova is just trying to hide that fact and are blatantly lying to them. We'd like to reiterate once again, they're either interested in prisoners of war of extremist organizations or foreign mercenaries, those who represent the Ukrainian armed forces. They have no interest for their own citizens. And during the negotiations, has already been stated by the Ministry of Defense of Russia and the head department for the intelligence department, the coordination headquarters for the treatment of prisoners of war. Russia is advocating for the return to dialogue and for the activization of the exchange of prisoners of war. Moreover, we always emphasize that this cooperation is of humanitarian nature, and that this kind of exchange does not seek the achievement of any political gains. We have the established connection, right? Perfect.